What is going on, everyone? Commodore last year today, bring to you guys a double live reaction of Kingdom manga chapter 646 and 647. Now, last week I was not able to get a chance to cover the chapter for 646. I had work and stuff literally as the chapter came out, so I said, you know what? I'll wait until next week, as you guys know, with the schedule and stuff. And I believe when 647 came out yesterday, I think it was around like 10, 11 in the morning, but I had some things going on prior to work, so I wasn't able to get a chance to do so. So instead, it is Friday morning right now. I have time. We got to read some Kingdom, man. And I need to see how things are going to go down for Ka and Riboku, with the introduction of Sen in the story now. Basically being like the Sekyu to Ka's Sei. It's going to make for some very interesting developments because this war, for at least the eastern portions of Zao, we thought was going to start popping off. It could be quelmed and could be reduced to even less the amount of chapters I think we thought we were going to have if things go in the direction that they will. But I do expect that Riboku should have some kind of turnaround. That way we can get this eastern portion of the battles in Zao going down so Shin can get his dub. I know some people are saying like, oh, it feels too forced that Shin's got to do this. But look, Shin's got to do this, man. There's no... Like, if I want Shin to come out and take out Riboku, it's gotta be it's been set up. Like, this is the man that he has to take down. Like, he can't just be taken out by some random pedophile's kid who's out here wilding with slaves and all that. Like, no, they're not gonna go out like that. But again, this is going off the manga. We don't care about history. That doesn't matter. HARA is writing history right now as we speak. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Shout out to SenScans and Turner Farmers for bringing the greatness of Kingdom week in, week out. Because a certain company in North America has continued to fail us on a weekly, monthly, and an annual basis. With that being said, let's get into the chapter, man. So, the first of two, 646. And it says here on the little header thing, not since Gonmon. I swear I've heard this term before, Gonmon, but you know what? It doesn't come to ring a bell. Regardless, so we're still back in the oh no, they left the courtroom and stuff. Okay, there's no doubt that Will was altered by Kakue in some way. It has to be, I don't know, man. Tojo, we know that he was calling for one of his guys to come do that, so there's no way it's legitimate. And you see Ka right there worrying. Bro, this man, it looks like it was only like a little chunk of the teeth of his ear. I don't know if it was... But then again, I don't know, man. These guys be regen and everything, so... damn it all. And just when Ka-sama was about to take the reins and bring Zao back from the Abyss too, how could this happen? Riboku Dono, we must question the legitimacy of the will in court tomorrow morning. Wait, can we do that? Doesn't matter, it has to be done. Riboku Dono. There are much more pressing matters that demand our attention right now. You're like, huh? Riboku Dono, what do you mean by... Well, of course, the Chin right now, bro, are about to put in the work, and they're coming for you, so you have two things to worry about. Sen and Shin. And right now, you need to worry, honestly, about Sen before you think about Shin, because if you don't, then everything's going to lay to waste, man. Hold on. Right off the bat, they get shot down with the arrows. Hold on. You see Kane right there trying to swat some of them away. Riboku coming in with the shield, the guard coming in there like that. Riboku Dono, Your Highness. And a whole bunch of their guys just get smoked. They're like arrows just like running right through them, man. It's like they're just made of paper. And just getting shot down. Takan. Ka-sama gone. Down. Yeah, they're down for the count so soon and in broad daylight too. Yeah, they're sending in the assassins. Hold on, sir. Assassins. Who sent you? The answer is obvious. Kane, protect His Highness. Huh? Riboku, bro. These guys look like the same designs from like the early arcs. I forgot the name of what comes to mind, but they remind me of those dudes. I fear our guards have been wiped out, but Fute will be coming for us. And he just splits this one guy right through. Wait, was it Kane that split the guy's head off, or was it in motion? I don't know, but the dude's head went flying, the other guy just got cut down in two. Until then, it's up to the two of us to fight our way out. And you see right there, Kane going to... I think Kane had to be the one to to get the guy's head. Unless Roku actually managed to do both, that's kind of crazy. But you see, like in the form, like where Kane's holding her sword, it doesn't look like it's more like just the protecting, to protect Ka and stuff. Escape from Kantan. This is never mind. This is the Escape from Kantan arc. Never mind the Eastern Zal invasion arc. Okay, so we're switching over now to Osten's side of things. So Chin, Osten army, front lines. Heishi units campground, mid construction. Wait, what? They passed over the crown prince for his little brother instead. Okay, so at least there's the legitimacy right there. More or less now confirmed from our side. Are you sure the news is reliable, Moten? It is. I was visiting Ohan's camp earlier and I happened to be around when the notice came. Look at shit. It appears things might get messy again, so we may end up moving our battle lines once more. So if I were you, I wouldn't put too much effort into setting up here. Like, What do you mean by it getting messy? A war between brothers. Just like between Sei and his half-brother Sekyu. And here's the difference, man. At the very end, Sekyu knew what it is that his brother Sei needed to do to become, the rightful ruler of this land. And entrusted, Shin being the sword for him and everything, but not just being a sword, his shield. Those two, on the other hand, from Ka and Sen, it's not like that. There's going to be legitimate bad blood, and you have to blame Tojo for that. Because now he left them in a world where they're going to have to kill each other for the other to come out and reign supreme. A lot of blood was spilled back then. And this time, the younger prince snatched the throne at the last possible moment. If this were something that was a long time coming, then maybe they could have begrudgingly accepted it. But there's no way the Crown Prince's faction will let this one slide. History has shown that more often than not, disputes around the order of succession are soon followed by culling of those with different loyalties. And if the younger prince's side strikes the first blow, then it'll be the Crown Prince and Reboku's cohorts that shall be disposed of. They're just like, huh? He doesn't want that to happen. He wants to be the one to cut him down, man. Like, nah. Are you serious? What is the Zal royal family playing at here? First, they want to execute him. Then they save him. And now they want his head on a platter again? It's enough to make one pity Reboku, even if only slightly. I'll catch you later then, Shin. So Moten's going off. Reboku. Bruh, we're going right back to Kantan, and you just see the bodies laid out everywhere. Guys on the guardrails and stuff. Yo, it is all Reboku, Fute, and Kane having to fight their way to protect Ka and escape this place. Because, bro, the carnage is everywhere, man. They ain't got the food. They got dude's legs. I just peeped right now. That's crazy. You just see there just legs. And that's part of the door. That was part of the door. I'm thinking, no, the guy had to be crushed by the door. I was just thinking, there's just legs that are right there, man. That's how you know the brutality. But no, there's a clearly the door, like a table. Actually, no, it has, no, because it looks like that's weird. Because it looks like, I don't know. I could be thinking too much into it. But it looks like it's like been cut in 3 pieces. The door, but not really, because it looks there's like a table with the food and stuff. So he could be underneath the table for all we know. But still, regardless, you just see the carnage that's been laid out here. Report. Masters Tai and Hu have been eliminated. And their families, every survivor we miss is a potential seed of disaster. I, sir, accounted for their bloodline is no more as of today. The same for Master Ru and Marquis Ka as well. So another one, okay, so that one's a little more direct to our Prince Ka that we know. The younger Prince Sen's faction was swift and thorough in their retribution. They thought themselves free from themselves, only to see their entire family buried into the dirt along with them. What sorry bastards! Cuckoo. And who else would head this vile rabble, other than Kaku Kai, the newly appointed guardian to Prince Sen? Don't let your guards down. Only when Ka's head is brought to us will Sen's Sama's ascension be assured. But he's on the run while being guarded by Reboku. Exactly why we must remain vigilant. When it comes to talent and charisma, neither of those two are found. Are wanting they absolutely cannot be allowed to live. We still hold the royal seal in our hands. Bring me Ka and Raboku's heads, even if it means mobilizing the armies of Kantan. I still can't believe that dude that we believe to have ties with Ryufui and everything is pulling these strings right now to get something done. Like, it's just crazy. Is it a page missing? Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I thought I was going to miss a page, but it went too fast. But it shows here we're Raboku and them getting off right now, which I believe they're about to evacuate the city at this point in time, because you see a whole bunch of their troops. Highness, to remain in Kantan is to seal our fates. Our only hope is to escape and make for the small city of Hosho. Hosho is ruled by an acquaintance of mine. At the very least, we should be safe there for a time. Our one and only goal now is your survival. To lose you would be akin to losing Zal's last ray of hope. I know not when, but the day where you will rise will come. Until then, we will guard you with our lives. I ask that your highness remain strong until then. See, I hate when HARA's doing this for covering up the ear. And I know it shouldn't really matter at this point, but it's like, bro, that was such a big thing, and it looks like his ear is still good to go. Like, Raboku-sama, enemy figures up ahead. How many? I'm not sure. Your mount, sir. They outnumber us at least 5-1. We'll punch through a single area. Vanguard move up. Yo, this man's he's gonna run through a whole line? Okay. Yeah, everyone can do it. It can be Raboku, man. Raboku, please fall back. I don't think we can afford that luxury right now. He's smiling death in the face, man. Like, what? When was the last time circumstances forced us to ride side by side in such small numbers? Not since Gonmon, I'd wager Kane. Okay. Not even at Gonmon, sir. Is that so? All we did at Gonmon was argue with each other, wasn't it? Focus somehow. So they're going back, remembering the old days and stuff. And then as they're about to go into the fight, we're about to hit them. Ah! And right there. Even though horses are throwing blows, bro. So let's go. Yo, you see, like, bodies just flying everywhere and everything. And you see these horses are scrapping out, man. They're fighting for the world title. And you see Raboku coming in, cutting down dudes right here. Kane as well going in. And you see, I believe, the carriage now looking like it's trying to, like, survey its way through, like, the obstacles and stuff. It's trying to get out of there without being jumped. Shit, they got past. After them. Don't let them escape. Protect the carriage. Die. Ugh. The carriage. Forget the small fries. Target the carriage. Kill that traitor Ka. He dares to rise and revolt against the throne. The very thing this man was supposed to have. Now they're saying, yeah, he's trying to, revolt towards it. He wants to take it for his own, but it was his birthright. Tojo, I hope you're burning in a very great spot in hell, man. Ugh, kill him. Not while we still stand. They would call us the traitors? How dare words fail me? That reminds me, protect the carriage. Yes, sir. It's Raboku. Get him. Claim the bounty on his head, and you'll be set for life. And they're gonna try and shoot. And yo, dude shoots right at him with the arrow, and he says no. Puts hand up. And if his hand wasn't there, it would have gotten smoked right there on sight. Because again, we know what these arrows, man, they come for somebody as a last second thing, but still. Arm up, get the guard. You son of a... And Kane right there, arm god. It's Kane. Take this one alive. She's a lively one, a fine woman. We'll give her plenty of... Nope. Dude gets cut right there. Why? Ura! Die, Raboku. Raboku, why did things turn out like this? Kane, why are people of Zal killing one another? Not only that, they turned their blades on Raboku-sama of all people. And my guy just comes in, whoosh, right to the guy's neck. This can't be right. None of this makes any sense. And you just see that, like, you feel it for Kane because it's like she knows that Raboku is the light of Zal, the only person, and of course Ka being the figurehead and everything, but in the true essence of it, right? Raboku is the one that can really turn the tides of Zal and make this country, the state itself, in a far better place than what Tojo was putting them through. And the fact that the people have to know this fact, they're not completely stupid. They're stupid for going at him right now, which is one thing. But they have to know that he is the better option to be taking care of everything that's there. And the fact that they're going against him, which of course could also be in play as well with Sen and Kakukai and everything, making him do this. But for Kane, it's like, damn, man, they know this is the guy that they're swinging their sword at is the one that they're just fighting side by side, swinging their sword for, not against. You feel that. You see the carriage continues at the cost of more than half of the retinue. Riboku and the Crown Prince were somehow able to escape through Katan's north gate, which has been desperately held by Suiju and Fute. Okay. Of course, Katan did not delay in sending in pursuers. However, they were swept away by a company of soldiers led by Baranji that had been lying in wait outside the capital. The situation soon reversed, however, when the armies of Katan that had almost been waiting outside the city launched their own attack on Riboku and Baranji's army. Despite being vastly outnumbered, the Baranji army did not hesitate to dig in their heels and serve as a shield to allow Riboku and Ka to escape northwards. So you see like the layout and everything from that. It shows that at long last they arrived at the safe haven of Hoshu. Finally, the running was over. Though the cost had been tremendous, it was there that Riboku would part ways with Ka. Okay, so they're going to be safe there for the time being, hopefully for some time. Will you not be joining us in the city? Riboku don't know. You see Ka right there. Like, he just shook up, man, because of this whole situation. I don't blame him. There should be no more danger from this point on. Bro, look at their faces! Bro, they literally had to run away from death itself to protect the true, heir to the throne for Zhao and stuff. And they had to have gone through like the whole night, just trying to get the hell away from their man. But goddamn, bro, when you see the look of despair on their faces, it goes to show, man, like this is some tough situation that they're in. There should be no more danger from this point on. I must return to Baranji, and from there I must find a way that will allow us to turn the tide. Until the time is right and the stage is set, I would ask that you please stand strong with your resolve. Once the dust is settled, I shall call upon you, Your Highness, once more. It's over. All those wise and experienced ministers that supported me, and those loyal servants of Zhao who patiently endured in the prisons, none have been spared from the slaughter. And if that were not damning enough, the next king is none other than Sen, a man I fully expect to surpass my father when it comes to degeneracy. The kingdom of Zhao is finished. He's gave up hope. You can't blame him, man. Everything that he thought that he was going to work towards to make that state better all went down the drain the second his dad picked up the pen and paper and said, look, I'm giving this to Sen. Your Highness, I'm sorry. For a royal family to have wrought such indescribable folly, forgive me, Riboku. Forgive me. Yeah, you can't blame this guy, man, because, he literally was their last ray of hope, and just seeing everything being turned on them. How can you expect the guy to keep his composure? But it shows that, this is almost how you feel in a way Sei was like back then, to an extent, before meeting Shin. The despair that he felt when things were going up against him. The only difference being, of course, Sei wasn't in power at that time, but this guy is just supposed to be, and the fact that he couldn't do anything, it's sad, man. So switching to nighttime now. We confirm that Baranji and Futi are safe. They're setting up camp in the forests of En. I see. I'm glad to hear that. Sir, as for the situation within Katan, Kane, I believe that can wait until tomorrow. You should get some rest. Not until you rest first, Riboku-sama. I see. You're still as stubborn as always. Kane, how many years have passed since we first left Gunmon? Why do you ask? It's nothing. There's no specific reason, Riboku-sama. I fear the chances of Crown Prince Ka taking the throne are now slim to none. At a time like this nation, just what on earth are we doing? I must admit, I feel somewhat weary right now. Even his resolve is being cut down. Jesus. HARA, man, as much as I want to see this dude get taken out, you have to feel like this is like he had so much up against him too that even on his end it's not really been a fair fight. But that's how war is, man. Not even just off the battlefields and everything, but the fact that the political situation has turned out this way to where now things have gone against everything he had planned. And we know that him at the helm of the wars and everything, it's a completely different situation. Zhao won't be having their backs up against the wall in their home state if this guy was running things like as he should be. But told you right now, man, burning in hell. And you see King right there tearing up right away and stuff, just seen from the back where Boku just breaks down completely in tears. I'm sorry. Please excuse me. Kane. She goes to turn back. Could you stay here for just a while longer? Hold on, man. Listen, if we make the power play, Kane, now is the time, bro. Like, now is the time. Of course, sir. I will. And she goes to hold on to his back at least. But you just feel like they're both suffering at this moment, man. Always be by your side, always. No matter what may come, I will stand by you. Let's jump to this next chapter, man. But Jesus, yo, like you just feel that despair that's going through the both of them right now because they know for a fact that, again, like I said, if Boku had control of everything, this would be at least at the minimum even or just barely. It would be like a Zhao in the lead right now in this battle with Chin. But as of right now, man, they are literally hanging by the cliff. This dude is holding by one arm as Sen's like doing missile drop kicks, trying to send him down to purgatory. But we need this next chapter, man. So, okay, so it's volume 60, 647, activity at Kanan? Katan? Unless they butchered the translation on the title thing, because I don't know who the hell Kanan is, but we'll see one day, I guess. And right away, man, still with Kane, of course, crying her tears out and everything, man, holding onto the back row of Boku. Crap. Is that where we're walking off? Crap. Like, I don't blame you, man. You're pissed off. I don't know if she went for the power play, but in that moment, probably he wouldn't want it right now, man. Crap. That was the first time I've seen Boku's so depressed. It was too much to bear, and my mind ended up going blank. But then I gave him that really weird hug. I will always stand by you. Of course, y'all worried. I mean, as a worried vassal, that wasn't too weird a thing to do, right? Who am I kidding? If it were Fute doing it, it'd just be plain disturbing. Feels like I've crossed some line that I was never meant to cross. Wait, no. I'm so dumb. I should just be glad Boku-sama seems recover somewhat. And I guess we're seeing like the rest of the thing that was happening after. But I mean, we've known she's liked them for such a long time. But it's like in that moment, like that's when, you know, those who have close bonds and stuff need to be there with each other and stuff. So she's like, She realizes the time passed to the point where the candle completely went down and evaporated. I'm sorry. Pardon me, sir. I'll excuse myself for real this time, Kane. It is I who is sorry. Thank you. Yeah, man. If she was going to make that power play, that was the time. But of course, I don't blame her, man. She's still a rookie in these streets. He thanked me. Right. He's not thanking me for that hug, right? You're so dumb. He's thanking me for what I said earlier. Why did I say all that anyway? Although going by his voice, it sounded like he cheered up a little. Am I just imagining things? I wanted to stay there a little bit longer, actually. Why the heck did I jump out like that? Kate she just dropped her knees like, damn. Oh, man. You know what? She gotta at least be happy for that. I thought that was a certain individual, man. I thought that was a certain individual that we met not too long ago. I thought it was a certain individual. It's not. It's Bananji. Never mind. You okay, Kane? Shut up, huh? Leave me alone. I'm such a coward. Shit. What are you talking about? Hey, see her there with Bananji and Shinjuju. Flipping, Boy's name, you know what? Let me just find the name right now. Because I literally was about to just say who it was that I was thinking of right now. But because the series and so many damn names, I'm going to keep on forgetting for a fact. It's going to bug me right now, man. Shiba Show, there you go. Because I'm looking at the back of Boy's head and stuff, right? I'm thinking that like the beads and everything and stuff are literally the same. I'm like, bro, there's no way you're just going to just, here you go. Like, you're Shiba Show. Like, yeah. That's Baranji clear as day from the back of the head. Because usually we always see him with the helmet and stuff. So I don't blame him. You see Fute right there too as well. Looks like Kane still got some pep in her after all. Okay. So you see the three of his retainers there as well. I love Kane right there in the back. You're like, oh man. Wow, it'd be funny as hell though if literally she just chilled in there afterwards and they'd be like, Fute of course be questioning, but no, she's there all embarrassed. And you see right there some of the recovery back on his face and stuff as they take notice. Baranji, Sunshiju, Fute, I'm glad to see you all in one piece. Mwahaha. And it looks like you haven't lost your spirit either. I had heard that you had lost your nerve, but it seems that they were mistaken. Fufu, just empty bravado, I'm afraid. That's fine with me, bahaha. What are you standing so far away? Shush. Silly bro. I love Kate, man. Yo. I don't care if she's on the opposite side of things, man, but I've always said she's one of my favorite girls in this series, so I'm happy that she's getting this coverage right now. Then what are our plans from now on? We disobeyed the king's decree, clashed with the capital's troops, and even helped smuggle Cosimo out of the city. I say that more than ticks all the boxes that will allow them to label us as rebellion against the throne. And now we're rebels. Talking about cutting to the chase. Honestly, I was more curious about who King Tojo got wasted by. You have to believe, though, Kakukai had to do something with that. And, like, it more or less had to be of him. Because now it's like it makes the situation feel like it wasn't, like, by Roboku's hand. This is definitely within someone from his own camp that is orchestrating it. He's the most likely candidate anyways. There are three options available to us. The first, to surrender and submit ourselves to the punishments that come. The second, to continue running away as we have done before, or done so far. And lastly, to fight our way into Catan and slay the new king and his little pet Kakukai, and place Kasama on the throne. He wants to lay siege to Catan? Is this guy for real? Do you know this dude came from the north? Of course he's gonna be saying something like this, bro. The reaction that he had on the towers and stuff when Toe popped in, man, of course, you know, he don't care. You know, he knows who's supposed to be sitting on that thing. It doesn't matter about what history or whatever we want to put on anything, man. If the dude thinks that he gotta die, he gotta die. Alternatively, we could change the third option up slightly. And instead of calling for Kasama once Katana's fallen, we simply have Roboku-sama be the one to usher in a new dynasty. So him being the king of Zao, which we have to believe, man, a lot of people in that state and even within the community should feel that he should be that guy running things anyways. With the way the series has been, that is enough, Shinsuiju. Even if we were to bring down Katana and place Kasama on the throne, his rule will be marred by the use of force. Anyone who stoops to such measures would never be truly accepted as the king of Zao, much less for it to be at the hands of someone like me. Of course, the people for sure. But then again, I don't know, because the people would trust you, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you're saying all this, and of course it does make sense. You're not supposed to, like, use force because, again, how are you supposed to have, like, the whole, like, state believe in you and afterwards? But, nah, man. Unless those people are complete sheep and they buy into everything Tojo's saying and I recognize the greatness you've been pulling out, then I don't know, man. Nor have I ever held such intentions in the first place. Yes, sir. My apologies. So even then, he has no plans of being king. He just wants to see this place be better. So, what's the plan in the end? Even if we surrender, it's not like they'll let us live to see another day anyway. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm quite fond of my head. So I guess running away is our only option, or our only choice. We will run, but not because it is the last option available to us, Fute. If Zhao's have any hopes of avoiding her impending fate of ruin and defeating Qin, then she will need of us and our abilities. Until the day comes when I'm able to reign command of the Zhao military, we will lay low. You sure that day will come? I will. Do you really think they'll be able to hold back Qin's advances without Roboku-sama's help? I'll give them 1 year before Kakukai comes crawling back to us. assuming he's not a complete moron anyway. Our recent actions still lie within a blank period of time before the new king is officially crowned. There's more than enough leeway for them to brush aside our clashes as misunderstandings should the need arise. So we just need to keep stalling for the time to allow Jin to run amok and hope for everyone back in Katana to start having second thoughts. Of course, we'll be contacting various figures behind the scenes during this time as well. We'll need this place to lie low during all this. The cities under our sway have already been surrounded. As it hopes, there is one place I wish to visit. Where? Yo, now that's the hero talking about! Let's go! Yo, finally get to see this man! Not just turn to the side, the back of the... Nah, we're about to see him, bro! Shiba Show! The city under Shiba Show's rule, Seika. See, there's the difference. Because I'm thinking the back of the head and stuff, I don't know. Maybe he lets the curls down, but no, that was Bananji from before. But still. Oh, man, okay, now finally, this guy has to be three, he said, he gave him the invitation. He said, yo, 3 great heavens, man. You want to be with us, link up. But he was like, nah, man, I'm good. Seik out. But, the new Hoken, maybe. Like, at least to cover up Hoken, being gone and everything. If this dude really is, bro. Because then it makes me wonder, because I still believe firmly if it's going to be Shin versus Roboku, that's going to be the fight. But then it makes you wonder, who the hell's going to fight this dude, right? There's so many options. Tomwa, if HARA wants to take off the damn cuffs and not have her be a damsel in distress anymore, and have her actually throw hands, I would love to see Otawa box. But who knows? Maybe Osen, maybe or Konki, one of those guys to finally get a true 1v1 fight. So we can see their military might being flexed upon, not just on strategy, but for me, though, I think Otama will be a godly fight, though, if I can get one of the 3 generals. But if it comes to be Shiba Sho, the man who stopped Ordo in his tracks, and also a candidate to be one of the 3 great heavens. Yeah, because remember, they offered, he said, nah, man, I'm good. I see. He seems to be a man who cares little for the squabbles of the state, but will he still be willing to take us in? I have already received his acknowledgement. Then we go to the sake of all of us. So long as I'm with Roboku-sama, I don't care where. You never cease to amaze me, Roboku-sama. Now you've even roped in Seika's Shiba Show. You're going all in on this, aren't you? You won't be satisfied with them allowing you back into the capital. The day we return to Catan, we will come back stronger than we've ever been before. Exactly so. We will bide our time and rebuild our strength. When the hour of our return comes, it shall be the head of an army far greater than our current number. Okay, bro. Shiba Show, man. Yo. Let's go, man. Yes, sir. They make their move. 236 BC. So we're probably going to be in for a time skip, possibly, based on the way the HARA is penning this out right now. 236 BC. Though Qin has snatched Gyu from Zhao, they were unable to make any further inroads into Zhao territory. Despite Roboku no longer managing Zhao strategies, Catan wasted no time in carrying out precise and effective measures to strengthen the area's defenses. Mobilizing the mighty Catan army, which had not set a single foot outside the capital during King Tojo's reign, they were able to strengthen the front lines together with General Kocho's army. This is sickle right there, but that was not all. Zhao then turned their attention to the cities of Hango and Heiyu behind the front lines, swiftly fortifying and transforming them into military strongholds. Both Zhao bureaucrats and military officers alike were shocked at the efficiency and confidence shown by Kakukai in ordering these measures. Incredible as always. Unbeknownst to them, all of these actions stem from the pieces of advice that Roboku had bade Kakukai to pass on during his time in Kantan's prison. Yo. And now we're for sure getting a time skip, bro. If that is what I think it is, bro, not. Well, it's no. And as time passed and the calendar moved into 235 BC, so we're in January technically now. This year would see China engulfed in an unexpected war between 3 states? Who's the third? Before that first would come a certain event that took place in Chin. One large enough even that it would be recorded in the Shiji. What do we... Bro, hold on, Hara, man. But it makes sense because we're what... Because Mans is going in hiding with Shiba Show and everything. So... No! No, this is the... No, there is one event I can think of right now. But I'm gonna let Hara speak on it for me, man. No, there's only one event I can think of. We're not making any progress on the South front lines. And they're also strengthening Heiyu in the back. Why isn't Osanori considered a forced breakthrough? The problem is that General Zhao General control is proving to be even more formidable than we expected. Doesn't the key of punching through this then lies within Ryu's Yotama army? Should we have them? Creek. You see Shi coming in. You're late, Master Shi. He has that look of like, bro, what's going on, bro? Shabun-kun, you get the answers out, man. Huh? What is the matter, Mr. Shi? Sire? Forgive me for my impotence, but could I ask your majesty to accompany outside for a moment? Why are you here too? Of course you're there. Bro, that's his retainer, man. Come on, bro. Shabuka gotta be there for it, man. Huh? If you want him to be to leave, then give me a reason. I love Shabuka, bro. Come on. If it's just you, then it should be fine. It's just, I'd rather Shoei-kun and Rishi not be privy to this for the moment. They have that confused ass look on them. Shoei-kun and Rishi? Why the hell do you want to talk to those guys? That's very weird. Why would you not ask those two to come through? Something you don't want them to know? Is it about Kanan? Yes, sire. By Kanan, do you mean... I knew it. I knew it, bro. Like, this... When the State of Ai got done, it was said that within a year's time, his execution would come. For real, Fui. Are you telling me that this man's about to come back, bro? Oh my god, yo. Do you know how long? Weekly, bro. I was seeing him and Sage just cutting promos like they were Prime Austin and Rock, man. Bro, of course you don't want those two to know because those were your guys, those were your pillars at one point. But he's supposed to be on soon for execution, though, no? Like, from when it ended, because it's already been some time, right now would be the period that he'd be executed. Like, they're going to, you know what, time for you to go, man. Yeah, purgatory you off, man. Bro, Hara, what are we going with, man? What? Do you mean to say that Ryufui appears to be plotting something once again? But he's locked up, though. But again, Kakukai, because he's tied to... So he's going to use him as a bargaining chip. That man's playing 60 chess, if that is possible, bro. No. Or at least we haven't seen anything concrete as of yet. However, it has reached a point to where we can ignore it no longer. What do you mean? As you know, Ryufui was stripped of his rank due to his manipulation of the Ryuai incident 3 years ago. Okay, bet. So it's been so he should have been long gone by that point. So they just imprisoned. Okay. He was then forced into retirement at the city of Kanan. So they just locked him up at his own spot then. Except the last 3 years have seen men once again gathering under his banner. Their numbers have swelled to a point where they can even rival the royal... Bro, what are you doing? Bro, say you gotta execute... 3 years! 3 years! You had this man locked up and you ain't put his head on a pike? My king, what are we doing here, man? Nah, look, valid reasons for sure on his end, but still. Has Ryufui been actively recruiting them? Unfortunately, we don't have any information as to that. Much of our intelligence on the matter still remains rather messy. But rather, we can be sure of that the flow of people towards Kanan has been unceasing. Those that have journeyed to Canaan have also included the remnants of the Mr. Ketsu faction that we were not able to recruit, so those sickos, as well as the remnants of the State of I, and of course, the Ryufui faction's own remnants. So those dudes brewing in the back, man. But still, 3 flipping years ago, and all this time, he's still alive, man. He had to die, bro. Like, come on. Say, like, we gotta do better, bro. In other words, those misfits and leftovers from the other factions that were never integrated into the Majesty's cohort and have since spent their days sulking in the shadows have now all amassed under Ryufui in staggering numbers, bro. Oh my god, we have to deal with this man again. Say, bro, you have to be ruthless, man. This time, you have to be ruthless. Because now, the problems that just took place right now in Zao with Ka and Sen, it's going, and with Kakukai especially. Jesus Christ. I mean, at the very least, I'll get some godly promos from Ryufui at the very least. But, oh my god, yo, Hara. But that's, the truth is, for a while now, we've been focusing efforts on stemming their growth behind the scenes. But the momentum can no longer be stopped. The time has come to cut down straight at the root. You should have cut the freaking root 3 years ago. Talk about right now, man. Like, and I can understand turmoil within the people, blah, blah, blah. Nah, man, you knew Ryufui was on some hood shit. Like, you gotta get him out of there, man. What do you mean by that, Mr. Rishi? Bro, Mr. Shi. This is how you know my brain's starting to go out, bro, because I'm starting to get other names. Ryufui must die. I've been saying since freaking I Weekly, bro, every week. When old boy got pulled apart by the horses, I said, you are next. And nope, we're going to just strip his rank and throw him in a prison cell. Don't worry, you're not going to do nothing. Now you look at the situation you're in. Now you're about to go down the same path, bro. You better handle this, man. You better handle this dude because you know the threat that he has on all chin. He's playing 7D at this point. He might just give someone, man, to come back him up. But 3 states, who the hell's the third? Is what I want to know. And you see the look on their face. You want to kill Ryufui, Your Majesty. I understand your concerns, Mr. Shi. But first, I wish to meet him once more. Oh my god, bro. Bro, when they speak, it's promo of the year. It's promo of the year. He's like, huh? So I might look him in the eye. Look at him, bro. It's been so long. I talked to him once again. The snow this year simply won't stop falling. That's right. It has been forever since we've seen you. No break. Oh, Hara, I thank God I chose now to read these chapters in a bulk. Oh my god. Yo. Let's go, man. It has been so flippin' long. I can't believe we're actually seeing him. I figured at the very least that this dude would have been excommunicated, gone. They would have burned him at the stake. I understand, man. Peace and prosperity. I'm with you on all that. But dude should have been dead 3 years ago. That's just me. I still feel he should have been, after that whole rebellion, he should have been dead, man. Because you knew the things that he was plotting, all the stuff that he's done since even at the very beginning of the series. He had to go. But now you're in the position that Ka was in right now with Sen. And that led to Raboku go into hiding. You, of all people, cannot afford that situation. You got Karen out there and Chu, even if my boy Mobu's out there. And she's packing. You got the tiger and everything too in her corner and stuff, bro. Like, and then Wei is gonna be starting to build. But who is this third state? Unless somehow I missed that or whatever. Because you're talking about for sure Zhao, for sure Qin. Chu? Like, who the hell, bro? This is going to be absolutely nuts. We're getting a real Fui arc. I figured at least it'd be a couple chapters here, there, and then boom, executed, gone. All right, let's go wipe out Sal now. But now we're going to have to deal with this before we even get back there. I respect it. Because if we went right back to Zal, I'm not going to lie, man. As much as I want to see the Shiba Show stuff and everything, it's like, it would have killed me inside having the fact like, oh, we're still in Zal and everything. But the fact we're dealing with this, and then we can go back afterwards, I'm calm because at least it's, changes the flow a little bit, sweetens things up a bit now. But I still can't believe, bro, after all these years, man, this dude is back in the weekly experience. Like, flip it, real mother flipping Fui, bro. You already know how I feel about these chapters, bro. The last chapter, I would say more close 8. This, to me, is like high 9, 9.5. Because if to me, the 10 is when they talk. When they see each other again, I don't care if it's a double spread of a single page of the meeting. That, to me, is going to be a 10 regardless. But this is like as high as you can get in terms of the height, morale, everything. For me, just going up right now. I'm just praying to God next chapter does not come out before I go to work, bro. God help me if it happens. Because I can't risk that, man. HARA, bro. Flipping Kingdom, man. Whenever HARA wants to be in his bag and let things go, the dude is going off on all cylinders. He's going to be bagging 50 a game. 50 every single chapter, man. But, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel of the direction things are going right now in Kingdom? With Roboku basically taking a hiatus at the time being under Seika and everything with Shiba Show. Do you feel that Shiba Show himself might be the proper replacement for Roboku? Or at least for Hoken is what I should say. But for Hoken, in terms of the real monster, the Three Great Heavens. Like we know Roboku, of course, strategy, fighting and everything. But in terms of martial might, would Shiba Show be a sufficient candidate to replace Hoken in their ranks and stuff? And do you feel that with the way things are going, do you think that another spot could be filled since basically now there's 2 vacant spots, Roboku holding one of them? Or do you think it's just going to be Shiba Show, then they have whoever else that comes in afterwards, as, the Fortitude Army, Fortify them and everything? And this whole stuff right now of Ryufui, I need to know, who do you think the third state is that they're implying? No history. Again, if you have brain cells and are listening to what I'm saying, hey, it's emanating in your brain. Using the manga, let me know, how do you see this all playing out? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Kingdom, week in, week out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shandora, set the day with everything that goes on the channel. And with that being said, I will catch you guys hopefully next week on time to see what is about to go down. Say Ryufui promos of legend awaits, man. HARA right now, my boy, you in your bag. I need you to go all out, man. So Commodore lad signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care.
Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, yeah.